Your father could never understand us in a million years. I wonder what he's thinking now. I can just hear him cursing us. That woman's at it again, and this time she's brought the kid with her. Poor Pompey.
I don't even know. It's all still amazing to me how it all happened. I mean, I spent my whole life dreaming about leaving, but never in a million years did I think we'd escape. And not like this.
I will never forget the look on Russell's face when we vanished right in front of his eyes.
That was totally priceless. Mom, are you happy?
Baby, I'm happy we're together. I always worried about you the most. You're just like me, always wandering off, trying to find another world that somehow you knew was possible. Nobody believed you, except me. Your poor father, he tried so hard to make a home for us. Pretended that everything was warm and cozy and safe, even though he knew that at any time, any of us could be taken away from him. Every time you or I would get into trouble, he'd work twice as hard to try to satisfy those wicked people who thought we were theirs to use as they pleased. He would do anything to hold on to us. Anything. You know, one night he even tied my wrist to his so I wouldn't sneak off. Poor Pompey.
Oh gosh. We put him through hell.
Yeah, we sure did. But as much as he drove me crazy, I'd do anything to have him here with us today. My heart aches for the girls. I didn't want to leave them. Jupiter promised me that no matter where life takes you, you'll never forget who you are and where you come from.
There's so many things that I miss about home. Here, the lake is filthy compared to the clean and clear water in all those rivers and streams back home. I used to hide out with my friends in the woods for days, learning to live off of the fish that we could catch. Funny, this land was theirs since the beginning of time, long before those white folks came. Now those streams are buried underground, hiding out, kind of like us, I guess.
I used to think that this was all a dream. I just couldn't believe that we could just go anywhere, anytime, talk to anyone we want, look them right in the eye. Who knew that people here would be so interested in what we know best, making things the old-fashioned way? Back in the day, I made soap and candles from dawn to dusk, and I didn't make a penny for my troubles. Now, I am making a mint.
At first, I thought that we'd finally found a place where we could relax and not have to worry about anything. But ever since that night, when I was just hanging around doing that with my friends, and suddenly we're just like on the ground, police boots in our backs. That's when I realized that this place just isn't what it seems. Black folks still get stopped for no good reason. Same shit, different day.
Being free doesn't mean being safe. Since we got here, all we hear is what's going on south of the border. But it's no different than here, except here it's denied and covered up. We are walking around meeting the great-great-grandchildren of folks who used to own us. Back then, they didn't think we were human. Now, They don't even acknowledge that we ever existed. Who do they think made all this? We made those slave owners wealthy. They paint themselves innocent and they wiped us out of history. Did you notice that all the names of the old slave owners are all over this place? Peter Street, Jarvis Street, Bobby Point, Russell Hill Drive. It's a who's who of a forgotten story.
Do you think it's better to live in a place where you're a ghost? Or in a place where you're real but not human?
God. Aren't there any other choices?
Well, we jumped 2 centuries to get here, didn't we? Can't we just go further? I mean, we're really only limited by what we can dream.
Do you think things are different in the future?
Oh, things are definitely different in the future. Those who have power are terrified. I mean, they know they can't hold on to it. Our people are just growing and getting stronger.
Wow. Well, let's go and find out what happens. But what about the girls in Pompeii? We have to go back and get them.
We couldn't convince them the last time. How are we going to make them believe us now? We don't even know what happened to them.
I know, but I can't leave them there.
Gosh, I'm just not sure this is a good idea.
Me neither, but we've got to try. We've got to try. Let's pour libation. Let the past and future meet and speak to each other. The worlds of the living and the dead are one. Ashe.